Well, hello. Hello and good morning. Hello and good morning. This is another Year 1 Lessons with Mrs. Humphreys. So again, I'm going to share my screen with you. Let's see. Yes, it's working. Hurrah! Okay, so this is Thursday, the 21st of January, and let's have a little look. So we've been looking at all these different things this week. We looked at counting in twos yesterday, and today we're going to be looking at counting in fives. But like always, we're going to do a little revisit of what we were doing yesterday. So yesterday we were counting forwards and backwards in twos. So just pause the video here and just with your grown-ups, with your parents, finish these sequences. You can do that verbally by just saying to them what you think the next numbers will be. Okay, just be careful of this one at the bottom. Have a little look. So pause the video here. Okay, so I'm hoping you got on with that so we can say it together. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 10, 12, brilliant. 14, we've got 16. And here, now, we're starting with 10 this time. Don't forget, I don't know if you noticed, I'd put a little number grid down here to help you in case you weren't sure. So we're going 10, 12, 14, 16. We've got 16, 18, 20. I can hear you shouting at me. 22, 20, oh no, 24. Oh, it's gone funny, never mind. And then this one was going backwards. So we've got 20, 18, 16, 14, 12. We've got 10. We've got 8. And last one is 6. Well done. I'm sure you all got that right. Fantastic. And don't worry if you didn't. Just keep practicing them at home. That could be something that you could do, you know, during the day. Just practice counting. Fantastic. Okay, so we're moving on to counting in fives today. So we're going to, first of all, we are going to, again, look at these numbers. What are these numbers? So we've got some tens frames to help us. So this number is 5. I just want to, just bear with me a minute because, oh, I know what I do. I'll do it like that. Okay, so we've got 5. I can hear you saying that's a whole tens frame, so that's 10. So we've got a whole tens frame and 5. So 1 10 and 5 is 15. And then this one is 2 tens. 2 tens are 20. I can hear you say fantastic. So we've got 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's see if we can count on from to 50 in 5. So we're going to go 5, 10. So I sometimes do it in school like this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50. We're stopping at 50. Nearly carried on there. Got excited. So well done. Okay, let's move on. So here again, we're going to count on in 5. So we just did it verbally then, and this time I'm going to show you what that looks like on the grid. So I'm going to highlight as we go along. And again, let's continue to count the pattern of counting in 5s to 50. And again, see if you can see a pattern. What do you notice about the numbers? So we're going 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Fantastic. And I'm sure some of you will be able to count on to 100, and you can do that if you want to, but we're just working up to numbers up to 50. Okay, so let's have a little think about that. So maybe pause the video here in a moment and have a think about what did you notice about the numbers. Is there a pattern that you can see? Okay, so hopefully what you noticed was that we've got the numbers, the ones digit is either ends in a 5 or it ends in a 0. So you know that if you're counting in 5s, it should end in a 5 or it should end in a 0. Okay, let's move on. So thinking about that then, I'm going to work out how many spots each one of these ladybirds has got 5 spots on it. Okay, so I'm not counting the ladybirds, I'm counting the spots. So I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I could count them individually, but we're going to count in 5. So I'm going to count in 5. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I know that there are 25 spots in total. Okay, so let me move on. Okay, so this is your turn. So again, you're going to count in 5. How many petals are there altogether? So we're not counting the flowers, you're counting the petals. So each flower has 5 on it. So counting in 5s, how many petals are there altogether? So pause the video here and have a little go. Okay, so hopefully you went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there are 30 altogether. Now, really, please don't worry if you're finding this a little bit tricky counting in 5s, okay? It's something that will come, and again, it may just need a little bit of practice. So if you couldn't count in 5s, then it's okay to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's absolutely fine, okay? So don't worry if you had to do that. Let's move on. Okay, so this is my turn. So I'm using my grid here to help me to carry on. So I think what I might do first of all, I'm going to highlight. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, because that just helps me. Again, another practice of counting just helps me. So here now I need to go, I'm going 0, 5, 10. So 5, 10, 15. I know my next number's got to add, it's got to end in a 5. So it's sort of going, it's got a 5, a 0, ending in a 5. So I know my next number's got to end in a 0. So I'm going 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I can go 20, 25, and then 30, and then 35. And I could have used my number grid to help me there. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is your turn now, and I've got a number grid there to help you if you need to. See if you can continue this pattern. Now I've been a bit naughty on your one because I've also given, if you notice, this one is going backwards, so you need to start here and go backwards, but use the number grid to help you. So pause the video there and have a go. Okay, so let's just have a look at that. So we're starting with 10 this time, so we're going 10, 15, 20, 25 is my next one. So I know that's 25. Okay, so now I'm here, 25, 30. So now I'm going 30, 35. You see, having it highlighted helps me. 35, 40. And then I know that after 40, when I'm counting in 5s, it's got to end in a 5. And the next one then is 45. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Now this one is going backwards. It's a bit tricky sometimes counting backwards. So I'm going to start, we've got 50, 45, 40. So the next one then is 35. 35, and then so there's 35. So now I'm coming to 30. So remember, it's not, we're doing a pattern, aren't we? It's not the number above it. We're still counting in 5s, aren't we? So we're going 30, 25. So I've got 25, 20, and 20, and then 15. Brilliant, and well done if you said those numbers. Okay, so your work today then is very, very similar to what you were doing yesterday with the counting in twos. So remembering that each of these is 5. So we've got 5 flowers in each vase here. So count in 5s if you can. And that will help you, I think. And then we have got here marbles. There are 5 marbles in each one. Okay. And here we've got 5 sweets in each jar. This then is asking you to finish the pattern. And then down here it says circle the mistakes. So look along here and there is a number that is wrong. What number is wrong? Okay. And here this one is saying Alfie has towers of 5 bricks. So he's got 5 bricks in each of his towers. Now Alfie is saying that he has 6 bricks altogether. Is he correct? Okay, so have a think about that one. I think what I'll do is to maybe help you is that I am just going to copy that. I thought I had done that, so I do apologize. Right, if I just stick that there, and that might help you then with your counting, and it might help you with the patterns. Okay, so we might pause the video here, and then I will carry on in a minute with the video so that you can see the answers. Okay, so here are the answers. So there were 20 flowers, 25 sweets, 15 marbles, and then the missing numbers were 15, 30, and 40. Okay, these were the wrong numbers because they should have ended, if you remember, they either had to end in I can hear you all saying a 5 or a 0, and none of those do. They're not the right number. So this one should have been 35. This one should have been 30. This one should have been 20, and this should have been 45. Fantastic. And then here it says that Alfie is wrong because he has counted how many towers he has. He has 6 towers, and he didn't count all the bricks. So if he counted in 5s, he should have gone 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, well done everybody, and I'm sure lots of you got that right. But you all got that right. You're all amazing. You're doing amazing. Brilliant. I will be back with another video for Friday. Bye everyone.